NCIS just isn't the same without Mark Harmon. Harmon portrayed the iconic character of Leroy Jethro Gibbs for almost 20 years. It's been years since viewers last saw Agent Gibbs, but fans still have questions over his exit. Why did Mark Harmon leave NCIS, and what happened to Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs in the first place? 2 years after he ended his stint as Leroy Jethro Gibbs, Mark Harmon clarifies the real reason he left the show amid calls for his return. Want to know more? Stay tuned to find out. First up, let's delve into the events that unfolded over the years for Mark Harmon. NCIS, a show that has witnessed the departure of several characters, has also introduced many new ones into its dynamic ensemble. However, the shocking twist that none of us saw coming is the removal of one character we thought would be a permanent fixture: Leroy Gibbs, portrayed by Mark Harmon. Yes, you heard that right. At 71 years old, Harmon has decided to bid farewell to the character he has brought to life for the past 2 decades. This development marks a significant turning point in the show's trajectory, considering Gibbs was a central and beloved figure for the audience. The decision to part ways with such an iconic character reflects Harmon's acknowledgement that perhaps now is the opportune moment to say goodbye. Adding more details to the storyline, it's worth noting that Harmon's departure unfolded in a rather intriguing manner. The pivotal moment occurred in the 19th season, where, surprisingly, he bid farewell to the show when the season was already 4 episodes in. For those who tuned in to episode 4, the revelation hit home. Gibbs had made the decision to remain in Alaska while his colleagues resumed their duties back at the NCIS headquarters. This narrative twist led to speculation and uncertainty among fans, with many grappling with the notion that Gibbs might have retired. Contrary to initial assumptions, Mark Harmon clarified that Gibbs has not retired from his duties. Rather, he has chosen to stay in Alaska. This revelation introduced a sense of ambiguity, leaving the door ajar for the possibility of Gibbs making a return, perhaps after an episode or 2. The transition in the cast dynamics of NCIS took another significant turn as Harmon's departure paved the way for a new face on the screen. Despite exiting the show in the 19th season, his name continued to grace the credits until the final season, adding a layer of suspense and uncertainty. This lingering presence in the credits fueled speculations and optimism among fans who held on to the possibility of his return. However, the premiere of Season 20 brought forth a pivotal moment in the show's history: the official replacement of Harmon with Sean Murray, now portraying the character of McGee. This development marked a new chapter for NCIS, stirring a diverse range of reactions from its dedicated audience. Understandably, the responses were mixed, with some viewers expressing contentment with the casting decision, while others grappled with the absence of a familiar face that had become synonymous with the series. The departure of Mark Harmon from NCIS stirred a spectrum of emotions among the show's dedicated fan base. Opinions on the new credits for the series varied, with some expressing enthusiasm and appreciation. One fan described the new NCIS credits as amazing, expressing love for the revamped opening sequence. In their sentiment, they acknowledged missing Gibbs, highlighting the bittersweet aspect of the changes. However, the inclusion of Harmon's name in the credits of the last season triggered a sense of peculiarity for some viewers. A fan noted the unusual feeling of seeing Harmon's name in the credits, especially considering his absence from the show. Another fan shared a poignant reflection, stating that after 2 decades of watching NCIS with Harmon's name in the opening credits, the shift brought about a bittersweet sensation. On the other side of the spectrum, there were fans who welcomed the change and expressed contentment with Harmon's exit. One viewer mentioned being fully ready for the crossover, suggesting a sense of anticipation for the unfolding narrative without Harmon's character. However, amidst these contrasting opinions, it was evident that a significant portion of the fan base felt a palpable sense of loss, grappling with the departure of a beloved character who had become an integral part of the show's identity. The announcement of Mark Harmon's departure from NCIS had a profound impact on fans, with emotions ranging from disappointment to a sense of loss. One viewer expressed a deep sentiment, revealing that their mother was devastated by the decision and was contemplating not watching the show anymore. The potential loss of a dedicated viewer highlighted the significant impact Harmon's exit had on the show's audience. As the news unfolded, some fans discovered the development later, emphasizing the widespread shock and realization of Harmon's departure. Austin Bechtold, a fan, drew attention to a crucial detail: the removal of Harmon's name from the credits. This observation marked the beginning of the entire saga surrounding Harmon's exit. Even for those who learned about it belatedly, the sentiment remained consistent. Harmon would undeniably be missed. The void left by his departure was described as irreplaceable, emphasizing the unique role he played in the show. Regardless of differing opinions, there was a collective acknowledgement that Harmon had been the heart of the show for an extended period, making his absence a poignant moment for NCIS enthusiasts. In a candid reflection on his long-standing commitment to NCIS, Mark Harmon provided insight into the driving force that kept him returning to the show for years. The actor emphasized that his enduring willingness and passion to keep the character of Leroy Gibbs fresh and challenging were pivotal factors. Harmon acknowledged that the evolving plot had consistently placed Gibbs on a path where he had to navigate various challenges, making the character's journey dynamic and engaging. Harmon's perspective conveyed a sense of honesty and acceptance of the character's evolution over time. He found solace and satisfaction in the genuine and transformative nature of Gibbs's narrative, indicating a deep connection between the actor and the role he portrayed. Delving into Mark Harmon's departure from NCIS, it's evident that bidding farewell to a character that had essentially become his trademark was a challenging decision for the seasoned actor. With a tenure on the show since its debut in 2003, Harmon's portrayal of Leroy Gibbs had transcended the screen to become a defining aspect of his identity. In the final episode of NCIS, Harmon's character Gibbs opts for a significant life change by choosing to stay in a new city, Alaska. This decision marked a departure from the familiar landscape of the show, and Gibbs made it explicitly clear that he had no intentions of returning. A poignant moment unfolded during a fishing trip shared by Gibbs and Tim, where Gibbs expressed gratitude for their 18 years of collaboration. The heartfelt exchange culminated in a hug, underscoring the depth of the actor's connection to both the character and his on-screen relationships. Harmon's decision to keep Gibbs in Alaska rather than retiring the character altogether added an intriguing dimension to the exit narrative. It hinted at a deliberate choice for Gibbs to embark on a new chapter, leaving the door slightly ajar for potential future appearances or developments. In the aftermath of the pivotal episode, Steve Binder, the executive producer of NCIS, took the lead in addressing the significant development surrounding Mark Harmon's departure from the series. Binder's statement carried both a professional and personal tone, emphasizing that Harmon, as an executive producer and a friend, would maintain his connection to the show despite bidding farewell to his on-screen character, Leroy Gibbs. Binder's metaphorical reference to the North Star staying true to the character hinted at the show's commitment to preserving the essence of Gibbs even in his absence. In a conversation with People, the producers shared insights into the future trajectory of the character. They assured fans that, despite Gibbs' departure, they should never entirely count him out. This cryptic message hints at the possibility of unexpected twists or future appearances by the beloved character. Kelly Call, CBS Entertainment president, further echoed the sentiment of Harmon's enduring connection to the series. He affirmed that Harmon had always been an integral part of the show and would continue to be so in the future. Although Harmon's current involvement seems to be primarily off-air, the lingering possibility of a return someday remains. As we navigate the aftermath of Gibbs's departure from NCIS, the lingering question on fans' minds is whether we'll ever witness the return of this iconic character. The current scenario indicates a deliberate move by the showrunners to distance Gibbs from the credits, emphasizing that, for now, he is not directly linked with the ongoing narrative. The strategic removal of Gibbs from the credits appears to be a calculated measure to discourage any lingering hopes of his imminent return. The show's creators seem keen on dispelling the delusion that the character might make a sudden comeback, adding an element of finality to his exit. However, Mark Harmon's revelation introduces a captivating twist to the narrative. Contrary to retirement, Gibbs has merely chosen to stay behind, leaving the door ajar for future possibilities. This cryptic decision has sparked hope among fans, envisioning the potential return of the seasoned actor as Gibbs, albeit possibly in a special guest capacity. The 20th season of NCIS has rolled out without any mention of Harmon in the opening credits, signaling that Gibbs's presence won't grace the current storyline. Yet, the enduring popularity and stability of NCIS as a series suggest that it is here to stay, providing ample opportunities for future seasons. This, in turn, heightens the likelihood of Gibbs making a comeback in subsequent seasons, keeping the anticipation alive for loyal fans who have followed his journey over the years. As we await the unfolding chapters in the NCIS saga, let's take a reflective journey back to the pivotal episode that served as a poignant farewell to the beloved character, Leroy Jethro Gibbs. This emotional goodbye unfolded in the episode aptly titled Great Wide Open, marking the culmination of Gibbs's journey with the NCIS crew. In this significant episode, Gibbs and McGee embark on a compelling journey to Alaska as part of an investigation into a company accused of hiring the notorious hitman, Paula Merle. As they delve deeper into the case, they uncover damning evidence against Sonia Eberhardt, the CEO of the company, revealing her as the mastermind behind the intricate web of deception and chaos. The plot thickens as it becomes apparent that Eberhardt is ruthlessly eliminating anyone obstructing Sonova's ambitious plans to construct a copper mine. To further complicate matters, the duo discovers the complicity of one of the victim's husbands, who was actively collaborating with Eberhardt in advancing the sinister agenda. The Alaskan backdrop adds a layer of intrigue to the narrative, providing a fitting setting for the climax of Gibbs's storyline. As the investigative duo unravels the intricacies of the case, the episode becomes a powerful testament to the character's enduring legacy and the profound impact he has had on the NCIS narrative. Following the resolution of the intricate case in Alaska, Gibbs and McGee take a moment to unwind, basking in the relief that comes after successfully concluding a challenging investigation. However, the tranquil respite takes an unexpected turn, as Gibbs decides to share a significant revelation that will forever alter the trajectory of his journey with NCIS. In a moment of profound sincerity, Gibbs drops a bombshell that reverberates through the episode. He declares that he won't be returning home, and surprisingly, he expresses disinterest in reclaiming his badge, a symbol of authority and commitment to the NCIS team. This shocking announcement marks a poignant departure for Gibbs, leaving an indelible impact on both the characters and the audience. The decision to stay behind in Alaska signifies a personal transformation for Gibbs, highlighting a desire for a different path and a break from the familiar responsibilities that defined his character for so long. The scene unfolds as a poignant farewell, with Gibbs choosing to forge a new chapter in his life, untethered from the constraints of his former role. While the shocking revelation of Gibbs's departure in the episode may have caught many viewers off guard, a closer examination reveals that subtle hints were strategically placed throughout, foreshadowing a significant and impending event. The narrative unfolds with a sense of inevitability, building anticipation for a momentous shift in Gibbs's trajectory. The foreshadowing becomes palpable when FBI Special Agent Parker leads his team into Gibbs's residence with the intention of arresting him. The discovery of a hole in the wall serves as a metaphorical puncture, a visual cue signaling that something profound is about to unfold. Parker's intuition, expressed with the words, "Something tells me he isn't coming back," adds an additional layer of foreboding, heightening the suspense surrounding Gibbs's fate. The episode takes on the character of a farewell tour, carefully crafted to evoke a sense of nostalgia and reflection. Each scene appears to be imbued with a deeper meaning, creating a poignant atmosphere that resonates with viewers. This sentiment is reinforced by a specific line indicating that Gibbs is not okay, a sentiment that has lingered since the tragic loss of his wife and daughter. A powerful moment in the episode occurs when Gibbs interacts with one of the victim's fathers, providing a visual representation of the enduring pain and grief he carries. The emotional weight of his words, asserting that the pain never leaves the heart, but neither does the memory of a loved one, further reinforces the thematic elements of loss and resilience woven into the narrative. As the episode unfolds, glimpses into Gibbs's coping mechanisms are revealed, exposing the raw vulnerability beneath his stoic exterior. The admission that, on some days, he simply doesn't get through the day adds a layer of authenticity to his character. Upon Gibbs's arrival in Alaska, the narrative takes a poignant turn, revealing several flashbacks, where he bids farewell to other integral characters in the show. These glimpses into the past serve not only as a reflective montage, but also as a thematic device, underlining the depth of the connections Gibbs forged over the years. A subtle yet significant hint is dropped by Vance, adding to the intricate web of foreshadowing. The moment when Vance expresses that it had a good run with Gibbs, particularly as he cleverly submerges his phone in coffee to avoid tracking, adds an enigmatic layer to the unfolding events. These nuanced details contribute to the overall sense that Gibbs's departure was not a hasty decision, but rather a well-crafted narrative arc. Expressions of gratitude further punctuate the episode, notably when Gibbs encounters Leon, his longtime former boss. The exchange of thanks becomes a poignant acknowledgement of the shared history and camaraderie that defined their professional journey together. Similarly, the scene featuring Ducky and Gibbs provides additional clarity on the impending events, underscoring the inevitability of Gibbs's departure. In contemplating Gibbs's exit, a sentiment emerges that it might be a timely and fitting conclusion to a character with a storied history. The recognition of Gibbs's evolution, from a novice to a seasoned field agent and ultimately a team leader, accentuates the profound impact he has had on the narrative. The decision for him to be alone, almost on the run, becomes a poignant acknowledgement of the toll his years of dedicated service have taken. The episode delicately explores the thematic thread of saying goodbye, acknowledging that even the most iconic characters must face the inevitability of parting ways. Gibbs's journey, encapsulated by years of endurance, growth, and leadership, culminates in a moment that feels earned. His advice to McGee, urging patience and trust in the process, becomes a resonant message about the essence of progress over perfection and the organic evolution that comes from mastering the fundamentals. In essence, the episode masterfully weaves together flashbacks, hints, and reflective moments to create a farewell that is both emotionally charged and thematically rich, leaving an indelible mark on the legacy of Leroy Jethro Gibbs in the world of NCIS. So why did Mark Harmon leave NCIS? Mark Harmon's departure from NCIS was motivated by a desire to maintain freshness and challenge in his career, as he revealed in a special featurette for the NCIS Season 19 DVD. Harmon, who served as an executive producer on the show, emphasized that his decision was rooted in a commitment to keeping the character he portrayed, Leroy Jethro Gibbs, dynamic and engaging. He expressed, "What has always drawn me here is the character I play, and to keep it fresh and to keep it challenging." Plot-wise, this character has taken the path that it did. I thought it was honest and okay with. Age also emerged as a factor in Harmon's decision, a sentiment he hinted at in an interview with Entertainment Tonight in November 2020. Acknowledging the natural progression of time, Harmon shared his trust in the writers and their continuous efforts to challenge both him as an actor and the character he portrayed. He reflected on the evolving nature of Gibbs, stating, "He's getting older, and some of this I'm dealing with as an actor as well as playing the character." Despite the challenges, Harmon expressed pride in the collective effort of the crew and the enduring impact of the show over a significant period. In contemplating the departure, Harmon recognized the uniqueness of NCIS, highlighting the rarity of a show sustaining such impact over an extended duration. He acknowledged the ongoing commitment to maintaining a focus on the work. In reflecting on the enduring impact of NCIS and the effort invested in maintaining its quality, Harmon expressed gratitude for the collective dedication of the cast and crew. "As long as this group is still grabbing onto that every morning when we get in, and certainly this time has made us focus more on that than maybe ever in the past, we're appreciative to have that opportunity, and we know what it took to get there," he shared. In a recent appearance on The Kelly Clarkson Show, Mark Harmon, reflecting on his departure from NCIS, provided insight into the real reason behind his decision, shedding light on factors that influenced this significant career move. Harmon confessed, "I think for the longest time, I was just tired." This candid admission suggests that the demands of portraying the iconic character, Leroy Gibbs, for an extended period took a toll on him. He emphasized the initial expectations of the job, particularly the desire for a more family-centric experience. The actor's early vision included being at home with his young family and avoiding extensive travel for movie projects. However, the reality of the role diverged from these expectations. Harmon recalled the challenges, revealing, "The first day, we worked 22 hours, so I thought, that's not exactly what I thought this was going to be. But we had a lot of days like that in the first 4 years." Despite his departure from NCIS, Harmon's professional journey continues. As of now, his IMDb profile indicates that he hasn't taken on any new acting roles since leaving NCIS, with the CBS primetime drama listed as his most recent credit. However, the future may hold new opportunities. In February 2023, The Hollywood Reporter revealed that Harmon had signed with the Gersh Agency, a prominent talent agency representing actors such as Mandy Moore, Adam Driver, Patricia Arquette, Allison Janney, and Brendan Fraser. This development opens the door to potential new projects and roles for Harmon, showcasing his continued presence and potential contributions to the entertainment industry. Is Mark Harmon coming back to NCIS? Mark Harmon's departure from NCIS marked a significant turning point in the show's trajectory. At the time of his retirement from playing Leroy Gibbs, Harmon was already 70 years old. The challenge for the producers lay in managing the exit of a character so central to the show's identity, and simply diminishing Gibbs's screen time wasn't a feasible solution, akin to the approach taken with David McCallum's character, Ducky. Parallel to Ducky's narrative, NCIS crafted a satisfying exit for Gibbs, allowing him to make the poignant choice of walking away from his long-standing role. Despite this departure, the current storyline leaves room for the character's potential return, and Harmon himself seems to have left the door slightly ajar for a possible comeback. The show navigated the challenge of celebrating its 20th season without the inclusion of legacy players, opting for a new direction. As of now, there's no concrete indication from CBS about bringing back Gibbs for NCIS Season 21. Harmon has asserted that if such plans are in motion, he remains unaware of them. However, the unique circumstances surrounding the late production start for the police procedural in the current year provide an opportunity for the writers to contemplate and craft a suitable narrative for Gibbs's potential reappearance. This holds particular significance given the recent passing of Ducky, played by David McCallum, in real life, potentially influencing the show's creative direction and prompting a tribute episode that could serve as a fitting backdrop for Gibbs's return. The dynamics of NCIS Season 21 remain uncertain, leaving fans eagerly awaiting updates on the fate of Leroy Gibbs and the direction the show will take in the post-Harmon era. Gibbs was on a quest for something elusive, and when probed about it, he cryptically mentioned that his intuition assured him he would recognize it once he discovered it. This subtle revelation leaves a glimmer of hope for us, hinting that we might witness his presence once more. I had a hunch that there was more to the story, especially since you clandestinely involved one of my agents. And with that revelation, we conclude today's video. What are your thoughts on Harmon's departure? Share your opinions in the comments below. Also, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Stay tuned for more captivating videos coming your way. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.